nothing is impossible. If you want something too bad, if you have a goal in mind, and if you work towards it with amazing determination and perseverance, the entire universe would conspire in your favor to help you achieve that goal. Sound familiar? Have you ever heard this before? Then do you believe in it? Do you believe that nothing is impossible? Do you believe that if you want to achieve something, you can? I'm here to challenge that today. While I think nothing is impossible, but the key statements or words in the quote I just mentioned to you were a goal, was something, not everything. And my dear friends, I'd like to share with you today the quote, "Life is too short," from a dear friend of mine. When I first heard that last year, my sudden impulse was, yes, life is indeed too short. And I had also shared with some of you before, go out there and do everything you want to do, because life is indeed too short. I embarked on that journey and fell flat. What I'm here to tell you today is that yes, you can achieve that something that you really want, but maybe not everything. Shooting for everything is a little too much. Have you ever looked at an unfinished sketch or a painting, a hobby while you're getting your car out every morning that's lying aside, wanting for you to go there and work on it? Have you ever heard, you don't have time to help me out with cooking, you don't have time to take me to the park, or you don't listen? Okay, for those of you who are single, you'll get there soon. I think it happens because we just don't have the time. And if you look back, I think there are two reasons for that. One is either we're too lazy, we love watching TV, and we use up all the time that we have, not realizing there's so many other better things that we can do out there. None of you fall in that category because you're here on a Sunday afternoon and you're also attending other clubs. However, I think there's another reason, which I like to call operator overload. I think it's such a common problem. It is so severe that not only humans get impacted by it, but also computers. Have you ever had your computer hang? Stop responding? If you notice, the root cause is because there's so much happening in the background that takes up so much of the computer's resources that in fact it hinders you from doing what you want to do right then. How many of you wake up and wonder whether you should check your Gmail first, or your work email, or your Facebook, or the Twitter account, or you answer your phone or listen to voicemail? I don't know about you, but it happens to me quite a lot. How many of you, when you click on your phone these days to see directions, do you get 5 options come up as to how to look at directions? I get it. And at that point, you start questioning as to how much is enough. When I was 15 years old, my favorite subjects were English, social studies, math, science. No, I'm kidding. None of the above. My dad called out to me and said, "Hey, son, here's time for a little pep talk. You have 3 priorities this year." And imagine my excitement. All this time, I don't know about you, but I was growing up, there was always this focus, study. And I said, now I officially have 2 more priorities. I knew the first one was going to be studies, and I was prepared for it. But 2 more. So I was like, awesome, give it to me, Dad. And he says, number 1 is studies, number 2 is studies, and number 3 is studies. I realized years down that what he really meant was life is too short to try and do everything. No matter how much you think you can extend yourself or achieve. When you focus on something else, when you get involved in something else, it is going to take away from what the first activity is, or the other activities that you're trying to do. So think hard before you make a choice on where to spend your time, before you start shooting for everything. A very successful business model that actually lives on this, or thrives on this rather, is Trader Joe's. Have you all shopped at Trader Joe's? How many of you love the experience of going to Trader Joe's? Behind the success of Trader Joe's, one of the things that they do very well is reduce the number of options they have, popularly known as the SKU, the stock kept units, or for layman's, the number of things that their barcode would understand. The amount of things that they have in their stores is around 4,000. which may seem like a lot, but when you look at an average department store compared with Whole Foods or Safeway or your local Lucky's, those stores have 50,000 SKUs, which means Trader Joe's is carrying almost an order of magnitude less items than your regular department store. What helps them do this, or by doing this? Low inventory, low maintenance. It's easy to manage products. You can discontinue some, have some. So research also shows that by having less choice, you actually make customers happier. Because imagine when you go out there and you have 10 cereals to choose from, all of them which have a banana and some sort of a nut in it, but you're just a little bit different, you're never happy with what you take home because you're always missing the other 9. But if you only had one banana nut, as long as you love bananas, you could just get those and be happy that you got banana nuts and not chocos. And I think the same goes with our life too. Why do I share all this with you? I think life is indeed too short to go around, stay busy, trying to do everything that comes your way, or trying to kiss frogs. Think about what you want to do. Prioritize before you go out there and say yes to everything. And once you say yes to something, do your best. So that once you're done, you feel happy about what you did for the little time you had in one thing that we get just once, life. Thank you. My pleasure.